Hello and welcome to day 2 of the what was it? The networking challenge. All right, the networking update challenge. Day 2 out of 5. So yesterday we managed to get the Docker working locally. So we now have a container that we can run. And I was trying to get that container running on AWS through Amazon through Lambda, AWS Lambda, and I got stuck at the authentication stage of when trying to, I guess, upload the container. So that's where we left off yesterday. So we'll get back into it and should be able to get that working today. I'm going to share my screen. Right. And okay, I forgot to commit our changes yesterday. Okay, so all right, update readme with Docker. All right, so I'm just committing changes we did yesterday, so that'll all be up to date. And yeah, last weekend I named the commits like the day of the challenge, but then after last week I was thinking about it, and like it doesn't really tell you what happened in those commits. So yeah, I still prefer to do as usual, I think, and just have a short description of what it actually is. And I guess you'll know what challenge it's from if you follow the streams or you look at the videos on YouTube. You'll see the date anyway. Yeah, well, except for like today and I guess one of the days last week where I forgot to commit that day, but maybe I'll just point a link to the right commit if someone wanted to follow. All right, so we'll get back into, we wanted our container to show up in Amazon's container registry. And by the way, this would be so much easier if you use like probably a different container registry because, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's a lot, like Amazon has a lot of features for like big enterprises and people who need like a lot of access controls and stuff, and so everything is maybe more secure but also less convenient, I guess. But yeah, we'll see this through and we'll get it working with Amazon. But just so you know, in case you're trying to do this, you could follow what I'm doing in the video, or you could use something like what is it? Docker registry. Is that the Docker Hub? On Docker Hub, you literally just sign in, create an account, and then it'll just work. And maybe we should do this, but maybe I'm a bit stubborn. So yeah, I think we're really close to getting it working though on Amazon. So I think we should just finish what we started. And yeah, I should learn a thing or two, and maybe it won't be so hard next time. All right, so I have all these windows because I ended up, setting up with Amazon, and then I kept getting like kind of deeper into the rabbit hole, documentation pointing to documentation pointing to documentation. So I'm gonna close all these and just start from the top here, using Amazon ECR with the AWS CLI, which it was kind of our starting point, which is the right starting point. That's what we want. And so maybe I'll just skim over to have kind of an overview. So install the AWS CLI. We did that. I'm not sure it's configured correctly, but that is done. Docker is also installed. Right, create a Docker image. We have that. Authenticate to your default. So I think that's the thing we don't have, unless that's a maybe that's another step afterwards. Installed and configured. Okay, so we installed the CLI, but we didn't configure it yet. But yeah, so once we configure it, then we'll have to authenticate. Oh, look, looks like it's just running the command. Okay, that's what I tried before. And since we didn't have it configured, it didn't work. Okay, so this step I think should be pretty easy. Like once it's configured, we should just be able to run the command. And then create a repository. Looks like you can do that through command line. You can also do it, I think, manually probably, but probably easier to just do it through the command line. And push an image. If we know how to list the images, we'll tag it, and then we'll push Docker push. Okay. And pull an image from Amazon ECR. We don't need to pull an image because on Amazon, for Lambda, we can just pick the image from the list. It will show up if it's on Amazon ECR. But I think I recall you can also get it from a different container registry if you specify. I'm not sure. I should open that up. Maybe it's already open from yesterday. No, that's all. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'll have a look. Well, I'll just open it. We're going to need it sooner or later. AWS. No, not that. Let's see. Lambda. Yeah, and now we've got to log in. I'll just take this off screen for a second. So okay. Pasting my password in, and there we go, we're in. All right, so this is what we're trying to do. Create a function, and well, let me just go back. Function, lambda, or I don't know where I was before. Applications, maybe. Okay. So, oh yeah, okay. So we wanted to create a lambda function, and what we want, yeah, we wanted a container image. Why did we want a container image? Because the other options were to write code directly and just run a function. Use a blueprint is, I guess, just kind of a ready built example, but I guess it would be the same as author from scratch. Where is, okay. Okay, well, it looks like author from scratch. You can't even write the code directly. Maybe you need to configure some things. Yeah. Yeah, but either way, what we're doing is a container because, well, I don't know if we could run a specific repository just by writing the code. Like maybe, but I'm not sure how that will work. I'd have to like maybe somehow reference the GitHub. Anyway, we just want to deploy someone else's code, and it's a whole repository. It's not just like a function. So I'm doing container image, and yeah. And so the container image, so we can specify a URI for the image or browse from ECR and just pick it. So that's what that's what I'm trying to do, get into here. But yeah, if I had it on Docker Hub, I could just put that in there as the URI. Okay. All right, so I think once that's all. Once we have the AWS tool configured, we should be good to go with the rest. I don't think we'll have any issues. All right. So I'll click here and go into, I guess, more detail here for like configuring it. After it's installed, which we did yesterday. Setting up. Okay. Now this is the part we got stuck yesterday. So I'm gonna skim what the sections are here. So yeah, new configuration details. So we need our credential information for sure. And so it looks like these are different options for different kinds of users. Like if you think like of a big corporation or something, right? Because normally there'd be more than one person using this. All right. So I forget which one we were using yesterday. Short-term, it's one of these two. I think we're using short-term credentials. Yeah, so I think this is the one we tried yesterday. This one says recommended. That doesn't necessarily mean easier, but all right. So single sign-on token provider configuration. Doesn't really help me. Or I guess I have to go to the next topic. Yeah. Like, okay. Maybe I should do this by just keep resisting. Like, I want something easier or quicker. All right. So use authentication. Okay. However, you can copy and use temporary credentials that are available in AWS Access Portal. Okay. New credentials need to be copied when these expire. That's fine. I just want to upload one container image and then we're done. I'm not going to update it, at least for a while, until they update their code. And I want to update. But, yeah, Docker Hub is really tempting right now, so maybe I will do that. Sign in to AWS Access Portal, and then follow these instructions. And then it's showing me how to configure it manually, I guess. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm supposed to be able to sign in here. Okay. I'm supposed to be able to sign in. Well, at least I expect it to be for it to take me to where I need to sign in, but it takes me to a documentation page. By this time, you should have been provided with a specific sign-in URL. Right. Administrator or help desk employee. Right. So I got here yesterday as well. And the thing is, I am the administrator. There's no one else. Or, I mean, maybe it's referring to like an AWS administrator. Okay, but I did not receive that. Nope, I did not. I just made sure of that. Okay. So how do I get the link, right? Okay, so by this point, I think I'm going to use Docker Hub. It's going to be so much easier. And then I just provide the link, right? And maybe I'll bite my tongue and, if this doesn't just, if I run into other issues, but I'm pretty sure I've used Docker Hub before and it was working fine. I mean, it was easy to set up. Now I'm just signing up off screen and creating an account. Okay, so now it's having me log in. And verify my email address. All right, I think we're all set up now. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. So I'm bringing this into here. Okay. So I created an account. It literally took like 2 seconds. I'm on the free tier, so I mean, I don't really need a lot of features. I just need one image. So I don't even know what the difference is between the tiers. I didn't take the time to look, but all right. So what I want is create a repository. And okay, what do I call this? Matchbox server. Yeah, it can be public. So, okay, so I guess this is one of the limitations of free. You get one private, but I guess you get as many public as you want. So, and then push a new image. This is all I need. So, yeah, seems pretty easy. So you're going to show me this again there. Let me just copy it since we have it now. Just paste it in here for now, and we'll try it after. It'll probably still show me. Okay, so Matchbox server, that's good. Yeah, let's go create. So we have, okay, Docker push. this is what we need, and then that's it, I think. Yes, tag name. Okay, so I gotta tag my image so that I can push it, my local one. Right now our image is untagged. We're just using the, it's not ideal. The, how do you call this? I guess it's a hash. Yeah. So I think, yeah, when I tried to tag it, when did I try and tag it? I think last week, when I created an image, it didn't really work the way I expected. I think I did not use the colon. I just used like a version number, but then that must have been like the repo name, and then it didn't have a version number. So yeah, that's why it seemed a bit, um, something seemed off. All right, so local image tag name. All right, so I guess we'll could name it the same thing. And okay, what would I tag it? V1.0.0. Hopefully I can use dots. Can I use dots in the tag? I think so. It'll tell me if I can't. And I'm still a bit on the fence on whether I should just have my own version for the for the image, or if I should use the version of the actual I guess code here. But then I think I decided to have my own version because in case I make changes to the actual Docker file, but still reference the same version, then I might end up kind of stuck with being forced to bump a version. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this will be it. What did I say before? Okay. Yeah, and we'll look this up afterwards, but actually we can do that now because it was that easy to set up. So yes, sorry Amazon, I'm not using ECR. And hopefully you won't cause trouble for me here. Oh, I just noticed something. Amazon ECR image URI. Can I not use a different registry? Amazon might not let me use Docker Hub. AWS Docker Hub. Using Lambda. Using yeah. Okay, using Lambda to push to. Okay, so they're using a Lambda to pull an image from Docker Hub and put it on ECR. Okay. No one answered this. Oh, there's some comments though. Yeah, but I'm not going to go down this route. I don't think so. Yeah, so, okay, it looks like we really do need to get ACR working. Okay. Why? Let me just push it here since we created it, you know. Why not? Maybe someone will able to use it. Okay, but if I do this, how does it know what it's tagging, right? Okay, it's looking for the image called Matchbox server. So I'm gonna have to do a Docker build and then tell it, what it's called. So let me look for Docker build. It's gonna be like some command line parameter. Okay. Build, they're like tag. Yeah, and it said it right here, so I guess I didn't take the time to read that properly. But yeah, so --tag or -t. Do this. All right, Docker is not running. So let's just start that. And once it launches, we should be able to do that. Okay, so build. There's probably a way to tag something that's untagged, but yeah. And now when I do Docker images, it would be way easier. Read like, there we go. Now this is correct. Yeah. I was missing the colon last week when I did this. That's why I think I had the version of the repository and that the tag was still empty. But yeah, this was fine. So let me update that command we had in the README right here, so you guys can build it the right way. And then when we run it, we can use this instead of that. So let's just actually do that. -p. I could just copy this. 35, 36, 36. And then we'll have this here. There we go. So get that in the README as well. And then that way you don't have to replace that hex with whatever you have on your end. You can just use the same thing. And so you don't even need to run Docker images, but sure. Yeah, it'll allow you to see what's there. And then we can push, since we have it tagged. The tag name is v1.1. Oh, this tag name. Docker tag. Why do I need a Docker tag? I guess I don't. Okay, I guess Docker tag is what I would have used to tag my what I had before, but now it's already, I built it already tagged, so I think I don't need this. And then I can probably just push. And it might ask me to like put in my password or something in the console. All right, Docker push. Does not exist locally with tag. Oh, okay. Because it's slash. Okay. Local image tag name. Yeah, this is part of the tag, the slash. Yeah, I could just change the tag name. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make sure the tag is the same. So if I build it like this, okay, copy that, and then I'll need the same thing here then for that to work. But yeah, build, and now if I do Docker images, should have it right here. And then if I run it, that should also run. Okay. Oh yeah, the port's already in use because I did not stop it. Okay, I should delete all these. Oh, there's too many of them. Now I could just only show running containers. That might be easier. All right, Docker run. There we go. It's running. So now let's Docker push. Okay. Deny request is access to the source domain. Okay. Docker has something to configure like access, I think. Let me make this bigger because I'm looking at a very small thing here. So login, Docker login. Yeah. In your Docker ID. I mean, I think I have one. That's my account, right? Like my username or something. Yeah, I think it's just my user and password. So yeah, it says username. So let me just move this screen because I'll need to enter my password. Yeah. I'll have to find one where that password is. So okay. All right. So I'm going to paste in my password. I'm not sure if it worked. Incorrect username and password. Let me try that again. Unless the username is the email, that could be also a possibility. I think it's the email. Let me try it. It's the email. No, it's not happy. Let me just show you what I'm getting. So the password, when I paste the password, it shows up blank. I press enter, but I think it's there. But it's just not showing because it's a password. Yeah, so I mean, let's see. Let me try again. Maybe I should just log in to Docker Hub. Oops. Docker Hub. And it's probably help section, documentation, create an account, Docker ID. So it is the username, I think, not the email. So this would be handy to set up. Personal access token. Maybe I use that instead. Okay, account settings, security access. Okay. All right. I prefer the access token anyway. Let's see, security, new access token. And it's going to show it here, so I probably need to do that off screen. Okay. To use the access token. Okay, it's giving me the command to configure Docker with it. Let's see if I think it should. Error response. Unauthorized, incorrect username or password. But it should work. That's weird. So I literally just copy pasted the stuff. I copied the command and then the password. I pressed the clipboard button. So I didn't even have, like, I know there's no spaces or anything. Yeah, I don't know. If I open a new terminal, try again. In, put in the password. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking maybe something's wrong with my computer. Just waiting. Error response. Okay, so yeah, I really don't know. Do I maybe have the wrong version or something? Is it dash V? Oh yeah, I did upload. Okay. Well, in this case, the best I can do is copy that into Google and see what it says. Proxy settings. Okay, so this should tell me whether I have an issue. Oh, but wait a minute. We're in PowerShell. Might not like these. Yeah. How do you do this in PowerShell? And or I mean, I could do it. Let's see what the output is. Oh, it still doesn't like that. What is it? I'm not sure why this is here. Yeah, and it just occurred to me that the path would not even be correct because that's looks like a Linux path or something. And I guess you'd have to curl. It'd be like something like this. I don't know what this first one is. So authentication required. Okay, but it looks like I did hit it. So we can connect to there, and then we want to know if our local, okay, um, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to find something else. See default Docker. Restarting your Docker service. That's not a bad idea. It hasn't been running long, but okay. Maybe this might help. Never mind. I think that's for so okay. Both the host and your containers. Yeah, I don't see anything that might help. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and restart it. And it's still running. I had to completely close it. Oh, it's closing. Let's see. Maybe I could find something else. Okay. Mm, okay, it's probably closed by now. Yeah. Ning. Well, this for Docker Hub, which we probably can't use. But we'll see. There's plenty of other hosting services that do use Docker, that are able to use Docker Hub. So Maybe we won't even use lambda in the end. All right, so this is open, and now I guess let's try I'll go ahead and try and log in again. Or wait, before I do that, let's try this. Yeah. And then I can try and log in. I guess I don't really need to move this one off screen because it doesn't actually show the password when I paste it in. Okay, that did not work. It's obviously the right username and password because this is what Docker Hub is showing me. Let me try again. So I still have an error response. Yeah. So I have that password in the clipboard. I have to make sure I don't lose that, or well, otherwise I'll just have to create a new access token. Because now I'm past that page. So okay. Yeah, I'll just create a new one, worst case. This is, I've never tried this. Okay, well, that's not it. This is working fine. Okay. Yeah, this one seems pretty solid. So, Docker info. Then staying in the hopefully there's nothing sensitive in here. I don't think so though. All right, Docker info. Oh yeah, I forgot this part. Hopefully grep works in PowerShell. I suspect it does not, nor does this type symbol. Well, you know, I don't really need to because I could just look for proxy. There's no proxy section. Proxy, okay. Insecure registries. Okay, here. HTTPS. Okay. HTTP. So the HTTPS does not have an S. That looks like okay, so realize HTTPS proxy was set to HTTPS instead of HTTP. Oh, so it's supposed to be HTTP? Because mine are both HTTP already. Right, I mean, I don't know what Docker internal is. But I guess I'd want to see what those are. Okay, so I corrected it and etc sysconfig. And then restart Docker. So there's no etc folder on Windows, but there's a .docker maybe in there. Sysconfig slash docker config. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I'm not seeing the same thing as they are. I don't have a proxy server, so I guess whatever he's using is some internal thing. No proxy is also some internal thing. And I don't know where that's coming from. The config is pretty much empty. Let's see. Okay. I feel like we're so close though. Docker Hub. I yeah, maybe we won't use the Lambda, but yeah, we do need to get this working first though. Okay. Preferences, proxies, manual proxy, and specify web server proxy and service. Okay, let's try this. Who is it? Preferences, proxies. I don't see proxies anymore. Proxies. Turn on manual. Okay, that's not work. And specify web server HTTP. HTTPS proxy env. I mean, I don't know what to put in here. Do I just leave it empty? Thing is, I'm not behind a proxy, so I mean, maybe I am, but I don't know. So I press apply and restart, but I don't see this restarting. All right. Hopefully this works. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna enter the login command. So, okay, incorrect username and password. I mean, I don't know. Some people are saying it's a proxy issue. It might just be what it says, incorrect username and password. How do I restart this one? Oh yeah, I press here. Maybe I scroll down too far. No one has like an accepted answer, but um, maybe I need to search this for Windows. Oh, press cancel. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I should have looked at what this. So it's saying service unavailable. This is not. Hold on. Service available. This is not the issue I'm having. I'm clearly having invalid password. But why though? I guess that's maybe Docker Hub's fault. I'm logging in with the command they used using the username and password they said to use. Is there a good delay before? Since I just created the account. Sure. Yeah, so I guess we're kind of stuck. It should work though, normally. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull. At least the pulling should work. That doesn't need any authentication. I copied it from here. Close all this. Did I close the window I was working with? No, it's here. Close that. Okay. So I copy this to try and pull. And that's what I pasted. Default tag latest. Oh yeah, well there's nothing uploaded, so yeah, there's no latest. Is there something I need to configure here? Builds, libraries, settings. Pretty sure it's normally just supposed to work. Mm, yeah, I don't see anything wrong. You should be able to push to this. Um, um, I need to add a collaborator, add myself. Probably not. Be a bit silly. Yeah, because that's me. All right. Yeah, it should just work. Mm, Says inactive. And some content. Push a new tag to this repository. Yes, this is what I want to do. But I can't if I can't authenticate. Um, well, requested access is denied. That's because I didn't do Docker login, I guess. Again. Well, we're not having a lot of luck with these containers. I wonder if, maybe this whole time Docker Hub happens to, no, everything's operational. Yeah. Maybe, is it PowerShell maybe? Maybe I need to blame PowerShell. If I run this in a different shell, I could, um, I could try the command prompt, maybe git bash. I don't know if git bash would, yeah. WSL maybe. So like, yeah. Okay, so I don't have my access token anymore because I copied something since um, security, and I gotta delete this one because I lost it and I should have pasted it somewhere. So okay, new access token, and let's do read and write. And let me move this off screen. Generate. Okay, and I'll paste the password. I used right click to paste this time. I don't know if that will make a difference because I was using Control V before. Yeah, no difference. Um, this many failed password attempts is going to block me. Some security feature. Probably not. Docker. Okay, I don't think we're getting anywhere with this. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow. See if we can log in. Yeah, should I maybe paste the access token somewhere where I can retrieve it. So I can try that again later. All right, so yeah. What should I do now? Well, our time is up. Doesn't like probably the only progress we made is we figured out how to tag properly when we build. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah. This is for sure going to be the command to push. I guess that's more for me. No one else would be able to push. But, you know, if they wanted to do their own, push their own copy, they would just push it somewhere else. Yeah, and I can get rid of this. All right. And I'm just going to open up Docker Hub again here. All right. So say we had this working and we had an image in here. Then and we wanted to run it somewhere. Docker, like Docker Hub, run Docker Hub images. No, but I don't want to run it locally. I want to host it somewhere. So I don't think Docker Hub actually does any. I mean, it will host the images, but not like actually deploy them. Deploy registry server. That's not what we want either. Container hosting. Okay, so there's Dockerize and a whole bunch. All right. Docker container hosting. Okay, so this is still not what we want. We don't want Docker container hosting. I mean, we might if Docker Hub is giving us too much issues, but okay, hold on. Maybe I need to read this carefully because sure, maybe I push the image to there, but it doesn't mean that they're not actually running it. So $2 a month deploy those values are English logs. So okay. This might be okay. Yeah, we just need something very tiny. I mean, even this $5 a month, and yeah. Definitely not going to be high load. But yeah, so I think this will work. And then we don't even need to use Docker Hub. We just push our container directly here. Right. Well, again, that's going to be like my username or something, and then that's going to be the name of the container. What is Dockerize? Looks like they have a CLI tool. Okay, cool. Well, I think we'll try Dockerize tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we'll sign up today. Yeah, I'll sign up. Okay, so I'll sign up. Okay, we'll end the stream. I'll sign up before tomorrow, and then we'll hopefully get this working with Dockerize. I think this will be like the kind of easy, simple solution I'm looking for to just get this right. Yeah, it's going to be a lot simpler, and really we don't need like a lot of features or fancy stuff. We just want this thing running. Yeah, so that's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, like, share, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you want to see, you want me to explore, and I will. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I think tomorrow for sure we'll finally have this up and running. All right, bye.